This is a continuation of the Berlin Zoning Board of Appeals meeting of August 13th, 2025. Okay, we just concluded a discussion on the appointment of a single signatory. And if we have a motion, please, to appoint someone.
I would like to nominate Suzanne Roberts to take my place.
Spoke right
He
up to
said-
that.
He said gratefully. Is
Yeah.
there a second, please?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Jenny. Any further discussion? Is there anyone else that's disappointed that they weren't selected?
Nope.
They had their chance last month.
Okay, I'll call for a vote then. Jenny,
Aye.
Susanna, you get to vote for yourself.
Aye. Can I vote no?
You could, but you better not.
No, I'll vote aye.
Thank you, Keith,
Aye.
Jenny,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. So thank you, Susanna, for being willing to take on that task. It's probably what, a couple of times a year that she might have to
Mhm.
sign some paperwork.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
actually, Dana, there's already something for you to sign. Accounting's right on it. They already have their reconciliation for July. And
Uh-huh.
basically, we were given $500. We haven't spent any money. So that's what I checked off on the sheet, but it needs your signature.
Well, what we
All
could
right.
do, we could do tonight is under sign warrants. We could authorize the payment.
There is no payment.
No
It's a
payment.
Oh,
reconciliation with the accounting departments, basically.
oh, all right, okay.
They
All
typ-
right,
Well, they start off doing it every month, and then when they get really busy, it kind of trails off. But I'm the one that would have those records anyways. I always used to give it to Denny, but that's something I can certainly do, but it will need Susanna's signature.
All right. Is it something you can leave in the box or
Yeah,
on top of the
It's
box?
it's the box on top where I normally leave things.
Okay. I have to come in anyways to pay for 1870. So,
Yeah, so just sign that and we're all set.
okay.
okay, we're down to approve past meeting minutes.
That would be for July 9th.
Would someone like
I
to make a
move.
motion?
I make a motion, we accept the minutes of the date again,
July 9th.
July 9th?
July the 9th, 2025.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Denny. Any corrections, additions, questions? If not, I'll take a roll call vote. Ginny,
Aye.
Susanna.
Aye, although I was absent.
All right, then you can just vote present or you can abstain, whichever you want.
Present.
Okay, Keith,
Aye.
Denny,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. So the minutes are approved. Sign warrants, we don't have anything, Denny, right?
Correct.
Do we have any communications that we need to be aware of?
I received a message today about a petition that they intend to file tonight with Eloise. It's a side setback variance for a garage at 68 Derby Road. So I'm expecting that to be filed tonight with the town clerk. They sent me electronically the packet, and right off the bat, they started the process back in April. So their abutters list is dated April 2025, and it's only good for 60 days. So right off the bat, they need to get an updated abutters list. And other than that, I don't see anything's missing from the, Eloise doesn't usually pick up on that, so she'll probably accept it and stamp it and date it. So the clock does start as of tonight, but I'll notify them to let them know they need an updated abutters list.
Thank you, Leanne. So we will put them on the docket for, provided that everything else is okay. We'll put them on the docket for next month at 7:30, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any other communication?
Nope, that's all I've got.
I attended, I just thought it was a good idea to try to attend any of the town meetings that are held via Zoom. Once in a while. I attended the Board of Health meeting. They're looking for input on creating, pay by bag type thing. And they want to know how the populace feels about it. So if you have any thought, about whether or not we should go to, like some other towns do, you pay by the bag.
And you have to buy a dump sticker?
Yes,
I believe.
yes, it
it
will be
also is-
sold at a reduced rate.
Yeah, so a reduced rate on the sticker, and then you pay per bag, so. And I guess the point is there's, some people that they're paying for the sticker, the full price, whatever it is, $200 and something. And there's some people, like my husband waits a couple of weeks and he'll go with, I don't even know, but let's say 6 bags. And then there's somebody else who's going with 1 bag and paying the same price. So they figure this way, there's a flat fee for the sticker, but then you're just paying for what you're getting rid of. So that's the premise.
I
I
wish
think
we could-
also, Leanne, it's an incentive for people to recycle.
Right, yeah.
My niece lives in Sudbury and they pay per bag. And as frugal as she is, they recycle everything and are very frugal about filling 1 or 2 bags. I know there was also mention, I did speak with Stan at the dump, and he had said, it's known that there's close families and there's a couple that share the same vehicle and do not purchase stickers. So I think what's important here is also the fact that the transfer station operates, I don't know if they break even right now or are losing money. But I think we all need to chip in and do our part, be conscientious about recycling, and, perhaps that will help.
If I'm not mistaken, the town earns money for recycling,
Yes, they do.
but anything that's thrown out and they have to transfer, it's got to get picked, cost the town money. So if people aren't doing their recycling, it's costing the town more. Whereas if people are recycling, there's a savings to the town and money making.
So I actually have been rather inquisitive and finding out information. Stan told me that the only thing that is making money right now at the transfer station is the metal. There's a used clothing container. The town is given $40 per month, and that's emptied. As far as the paper, the cardboard, the glass, and other things, they're not losing money, but they're also not making money. I think another thing to bring into or to pay attention to is the fact that ADU housing may go in, and things could grow. We seem to be a growing town, and I'm not sure how long the transfer station can continue to maintain at a break even financially at this point. Just my 2 cents.
And I think too, from what I've been hearing, because the Board of Health's office shares the suite that I share, so I've heard a lot of people come in and comments on that. And a lot of people too don't seem to really think about it or understand that it's a transfer station, it's not a dump. So everything gets
Right.
transferred out of there, which costs the town money. And they're thinking,
Right.
I'm throwing it there, what do you mean it costs money? So
Exactly, Leanne.
it is a transfer station. It's not a town dump.
Right. Yep, we're not just, I remember the days when Bill Wheeler would come with his bulldozer and a load of dirt and cover everything over and crush it. And that's when we were a dump.
Mhm.
But,
When
you know, I think
Hudson,
we're all concerned about what our taxes are right now. And if we can do our part
Mhm.
in any way, and I'm actually not at all opposed to the bag, buying per bag.
well, I'm not
Because I
surprised you say
recycle.
that. I'm surprised you say that because I wouldn't say I'm opposed to it. I think I would just like to have a two-tiered system. I would gladly pay more to continue to use my empty feed bags as trash bags rather than have to put bags inside of bags.
Oh, yeah, I know. I would be facing the same dilemma. Although
Right.
all of my feed bags, I give to a lady that turns them into little bags. She puts handles on them. And the other thing, they go to our kennel in Carlisle and we use them for waste. But yes, I know, Susanna,
Yeah.
there's a lot of paper products and our grain bags are not recyclable. Yeah.
The challenge
Yeah.
with the bags were from a town that we lived in prior was that sometimes when the bags run out, it's not always easy to get bags. The bags are usually really cheap quality, so they rip really easy. So personally, I'm all for finding a way to get people to fund per item, but maybe stickers or something so you can put it on any bag or
I was just thinking the same thing. Stickers are a lot better.
yeah, I'm sure there's a few other creative ways. So there's definitely challenges to the bag side of things. But I'm sure other towns have tackled this ahead of us and just need to explore that.
well, I'm in Northborough and I know they use that system here. It's a per bag. You buy the bags and they're available like at the grocery store or whatever, and they'll only pick up the stuff that's in the bags.
Yeah, but
Right.
they rip. So, if you have a broken glass or something, you've got to put that inside of something else before you can put it in the bag.
And I think I'll find a way to use my compactor at home.
I have one also, Lynn, that but well, again, that's a good point. I don't know that the bag, whatever they select for the bags would fit in my compactor
Yeah, but you can put the stuff in the compactor,
into
compactor
the
in the
bag.
bag, and
Yeah,
it becomes almost like a solid object,
it
and you
is.
can put it in the bag.
No.
The challenge with this on a bigger picture though is pollution in the town. So I don't know about you guys, but we have a couple of little cul-de-sacs or little dead-end dirt roads near us. And just a couple months ago, someone drove down to Dave Burke's property. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's
I
right off
am.
of Coburn. So he's
Yeah.
got a long driveway, and they dumped a whole deck, like a full deck, a wooden deck. Some contractor must have been hired to remove someone's deck and build a new one, and then he took the old deck and put it in his pickup, and then just found a little place that he could drive and dump it there. When we first moved to this property, it literally took we had 2 full dumpsters that I had to go through with tractors and pull out the tires that are along the wetlands area along that old dirt road. Tires and just large junk that had been dropped there. Now, some of it was really old. Some of it was, dozens of years old, but some of it was really new, you know. And it's still, my wife and I, at least once a month, we were doing it once a week for the first couple of years, but we've just sort of given up now. We have a long road, we have a lot of frontage in front of us, and there's just so much trash regularly dumped there. And that's twofold. That's people that are just being disrespectful and, lazy and throwing out their window. But it's also people that are the big items. When I see a TV out there, that wasn't an accident. That's not someone just throwing it out their car. That's someone that didn't want to pay to whatever the extra $10 or whatever it is to get rid of a television. So, you know, that's just another factor is we have to make sure that it's an easy way for people to get rid of their trash, or it's just going to end up on our properties, you know, all over the place. So I don't know what the solution is with that, but that is one more step in the other direction if we limit things, you know, or limit the easy access to dump stuff.
Yeah.
Well, one of
Yeah.
the things I think you need to find out is if the town, which I don't think it does, has any fines for littering.
Yeah,
or
but
dumping
you
trash.
have to have a
Have
license.
them.
You basically have to have a license plate.
You have to
Well, in
prove-
some instances, I think that's a possibility. I think if people continue to dump stuff in a certain area, albeit tires or whatever, I think I'd put a camera up. I mean, it would probably cost $100, but I'd still be able to, you know, have a motion sensitive camera that would pick up somebody's license plate that's dumping the stuff.
As someone who has a camera at, I can tell you it is still not that easy at night.
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
we have several cameras and I've never been able to get the license plate or identify the person. I see them doing it. But there's no way to identify them.
Yeah,
And that's
'cause what-
over 7 years now.
Yeah, the license plates have reflective paint on them. And so when the camera uses its infrared, that license plate is just bright white and you can't really read anything.
Or even it just has to be at the perfect angle. If it's off even a little bit, it's just really difficult to identify anything with it. So, I mean, you know, it's just, and I'm definitely not against the concept of raising funds for the transfer station. I totally agree with that. It's just a matter of, it's going to be a little bit more complicated than just buying bags. I personally believe, but.
The Board of Health does have available a survey which doesn't address this alone or this specifically, but they're very, very open and encourage comments like this, the sticker versus bags and quality of bags, and that they want to hear everybody's opinion or
Yeah, that's why
either for or against.
that's why I brought it up. You could send them an email if you have some thoughts on it, particularly about the stickers. That may be something about, at least I didn't hear them mention anything about the potential of stickers
No, I
for
didn't.
bags that, you know, like you're talking about, Jenny.
Yes, when I purchased our sticker for this year, I was given a questionnaire that I have not filled out yet, but they do want to hear from people. I
Yes,
really
I would-
don't think it will be very popular, to be honest. It does require, be it a bag or a sticker, you have to make a purchase. You have to go wherever they're sold and make a purchase. And, you know, we all like to fill our grain bags and any other bag. I use my wood pellet bags. They're great also. And again, I don't think it will be popular, but if the town is struggling and the transfer station does not have enough people recycling and helping our environment out, there may be no other thing you can do to correct this.
Yeah, I know they're having trouble with getting people to wash out the recycling so that it can be recycled, and they end up throwing it away if it's not clean.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I,
Dealing with people is tough.
Yeah, I have
oh
that,
yeah,
my
yeah.
husband, myself, because he'll throw stuff in. I said, well, that's trash. You just contaminated everything. I said, that's not recycling. If it's dirty, that's trash. Well, everybody else does it. And it's like, oh, that doesn't mean we do it. So I'm
I
constantly
know.
taking things out of recycle that he's thrown in to clean it out, and then I put it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes effort, And I think we all remember the days when people would take their rubbish and burn it.
Mhm.
And I'd hate to have that start happening again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
We
should
need to do that.
we adjourn the meeting since we're still recording?
Well, we haven't finished the agenda, so.
Oh,
oh, all right, Lynn,
were
we
on-
really getting carried away with this. Anything else at
We
the
were
on-
front?
Right.
Oh,
Communications received, so anything else?
No, and then anything unforeseen, we have nothing unforeseen that I'm aware of. And we just need availability for the next meeting. Is there anyone that's present on this Zoom call now that will not be available for our September 10th meeting?
I believe I'll be around. I
I
hope
guess
to
I'll be around.
And Leanne, you'll mention to the others that they need to do some reading or they need to do some watching.
Yeah, I will do that.
And they have to, like send a note saying that they did this or whatever.
Yeah, I have a special form or something
Yeah,
that they can sign that says that they're up to date or current on.
okay, is there anything else? If there isn't, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'm
So
So
moved.
moved.
During the meeting.
I'm saying Keith,
second.
Okay. And what,
All right.
okay, and Susanna second.
I
So
heard
did Benny.
I heard
Um,
Ginny. I've got Keith and Ginny.
Okay,
Keith
I'll take a
give it to Keith.
being no other conversation, let me take a roll call. Ginny,
Aye.
Susanna,
I.
Keith,
Aye.
Danny,
Aye.
and I'm an I. We are adjourned.